Border Patrol agents altogether. New data now showing the number of gotaways spiking under the Biden administration, even as it tries to speed up the asylum process in Democratic-run cities. Thaddeus Cleveland, the sheriff of Terrell County, Texas, with us now. Sheriff, good morning to you. The numbers are staggering. I mean, you look at the Chinese migrants encountered fiscal year to date, 27,500, just blows the mind. Like, where are they coming from? When were they got the signal? Why are they here, et cetera? And then you've got these nationalities, China and Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela, Ukraine, and the list goes on and on. Can you explain maybe when this stops?
Howdy, Bill, and thank you all for having me back. I'll tell you exactly when it is going to stop. It's going to stop when Americans get out and vote and they give us a new president beginning of next year. Look, that's the only thing that's going to keep this administration from continuing this practice of allowing anybody from around the world. Look, they're going to allow anybody from around the world in the United States unless you're from the country of Mexico. We still send Mexicans back to Mexico.
Okay. It's not a sure thing that President Trump will win. I mean, in our most recent poll we had this week, you know, it's 50-50 or tied, 45-46. So I have a question. We've been following a lot the last couple of weeks this Trump trial here in New York City. That is big news. That the former president of the United States is unprecedented, and there's a lot of interest in it. In the meantime, though, tell us what's been happening at the border. Has it slowed down at all, or are you seeing the same kind of traffic that you saw before?
You know, so here in Terrell County in Sanderson, Texas, we see people that want to abscond. People, when they make their entry in the United States, they want to enter undetected. And then when we encounter them, they want to run. They want to run from us, or if we interdict them on the highway, they lead us into pursuits. No, we're still seeing activity here out in Terrell County. And look, we saw a small decline in activity down in Eagle Pass, which is just a couple hours downriver from here. And we saw a lot of that activity move out to Lukeville, Arizona, and San Diego, California. But now we're starting to see activity, you know, away from that area where the governor put in all the infrastructure, and now it's shifting just upriver from Eagle Pass to Camado. Look, people still know, the world still knows that this administration is going to allow you to come into this country. They're going to give you a piece of paper that says show up to whatever city you're going to, and you just simply don't have to show up. They know that, and they're going to continue to come
it's
until we make a change.
You know, our Bill Maloogian put a FOIA request in the Freedom of Information Act to find out who these gotaways are. Here's the response, okay? The privacy interests of the individuals and the records you requested outweigh any minimal public interest in disclosure of the information. Any private interest you may have in that information does not factor into the aforementioned balancing test. Well, I just want you to know, Bill did not ask for the names or the personal information. They only asked for the countries of origin. Now, do we have that information, or are they trying to keep it from us?
You know, they probably haven't a name that was associated with that person that hit through some sort of biometric process. But then once they allowed that person to go, because we know there's a several-day backlog at the border, the people have been released, they hit later, and then they're scrambling to try to find them, and we can't find them. Most of these people they're being identified after the fact. That's a big problem. That's why they likely won't provide that information to us. And I must say, you know, the gotaway numbers, those are likely even higher. And the reason they're higher is because our Border Patrol agents are tied up dealing with the asylum seekers. And the normal people that we get out and catch, like out here in Terrell County, are allowed to just enter, and there's no one to chase them.
Unbelievable. Privacy interests. Privacy interests of the individual who are breaking the law and sneaking into our country.
I used to have to do with a lot of FOIA things. That one is really surprising to me. I know that they deny a lot of them. That one to me is like an easy one. Like, yes, okay, here you go, the nationality.
Good luck, Sheriff. Thanks for coming back, okay? Thank you.
Hey, Bill, thank you. And if I can't say, look, the Border Patrol turns 111 days. I just want to say to those former agents and those current agents, we're behind you. Chief Owens, we're behind you. They're facing a lot of scrutiny right now, and they really need America's support.
We will mark the date.
Thank
you, Sheriff.